Well, sports fans, we have really sad news to announce that the legendary late great Jim Brown passed away. Man, was this guy awesome. When they talk about who's the best football player ever, some to this day think it's Jim Brown. I mean, think about it. When he played, back then, I didn't get to see him play. I saw highlights of him. He was very elusive. He was 6'1", listed at 230 pounds. And if you know anything about how football was back then, some offensive linemen were about that size, maybe just a little bit heavier. That's how big he was. And elusive, that means the safeties and the linebackers weren't that big either. So for him to come running at, that's like Derrick Henry now, but 2 times Derrick Henry running at you, and he was more elusive than Derrick Henry. This guy, you know, will definitely be missed. You know, when you watch as much football as me, you almost think that they're never gonna die. You always think they're gonna live forever, but this guy was surely a legend. So I really am gonna surely miss him and the stories I used to hear about how he played. And he retired at the age of 29. I think he was the league MVP the year he retired, and he got the acting bug. And then he acted with Raquel Welch. I remember many years back, he says the hardest thing working with Raquel Welch, because let's face it, they just died months apart. He says the biggest problem he had was working with Raquel Welch. He was so afraid he'd be hitting on her the whole time. That's how beautiful she was. But yeah, so he got the acting bug, and that's when the Cleveland Browns, ever since he retired from the Cleveland Browns, the team just, let's face it, they were not a really good team. They went to the playoffs a few times here and there. But they were never the same dominant team that they were in the 60s with Jim Brown. So just give me your thoughts. Who do you think the greatest football player is? You think it's Brady? Brady's the greatest quarterback as of now. But who do you think the greatest football player of all time? Is it Jim Brown? I'm going to say I think it is Jim Brown because of his size and his elusiveness. I mean, he didn't need much of an offensive line. He would just crash through everybody and took over the team. Because if you remember back then, they utilized the run game more than they did the pass game. So please give me a comment if you think Jim Brown was the greatest running back of all time. And also, I want to say it again, my prayers and thoughts go out to his family. Please, hit the comments, hit the notification. Please hit the subscribe button, and let's all say prayers for him and his family.